deeply worried as the main character's parents anxiously ask about their son's health. After a moment of hesitation, the doctor nervously asks, "What do you do for a living?" The father replies, "I'm a sumo wrestler, Yokozuna rank." When they ask about the health problem, the doctor gets so upset he throws the medical report on the ground. He tells them their son is healthy but shows them an x-ray. He says the boy is so fat he looks like a ball in the scan. The doctor explains this is probably genetic. The boy's metabolism turns everything he eats into fat. He says the boy will probably never lose weight and will get bullied at school. After hearing this, the boy gets traumatized. He crushes his snack packet and promises to lose weight. From that day, he works out every single day. But instead of losing weight, he keeps gaining more. At age 7, he weighs 83 kilos. He tries swimming and other exercises. At age 9, he weighs 120 kilos. By age 11, he weighs 180 kilos and is so big that when cars are racing, he runs past them causing chaos. Even at KFC, he only eats salad and raw foods, never junk food. He climbs mountains and lifts weights, but nothing works. Cut to the present, a boy is playing video games in class. A girl tells him to pay attention and asks if he isn't scared of the teacher. He laughs and says the teacher can't see him because he sits behind the protector of all men, Big Daddy Shin Tian. The main character is now 16 years old and weighs 420 kilos. He's so big he covers half the back of the classroom. Students behind him just relax because they can't be seen. The main character thinks that even though the doctor said he'd be lonely, he actually has friends. Students call him Big Daddy and pay him money to protect them from bullies. They see him as their protection. A guy gives him a Snickers bar and asks him to sit in front during the next class. The main character says he's on a diet and will only drink bitter melon juice or celery juice. The guy says he already prepared those drinks. While drinking, the main character feels annoyed. He thinks he sees them as friends, but they see him like a daddy. Suddenly, someone throws a football at his face. Some guys make fun of him and tell him to give them money because they want to buy something. The main character looks down at them calmly. They start saying he should give them his money if he doesn't want to get beaten up. Students nearby get worried because these guys are third-grade students from the boxing club. The main character sighs and walks away. He borrows a metal ball from a girl and throws it at the football goal. It makes a big dent in the iron frame. The bullies get scared. When he picks up another metal ball, they run away telling him to watch his back. The main character thinks that his size and power make him strong but also lonely. After running away, the blonde bully says this is humiliating and they need to get revenge or their pride will be destroyed. Another guy says the main character looks like a tank and isn't even human. The blonde guy says there's another way to get revenge. The scene moves to a gym where the main character is lifting weights. Outside, the bullies watch him. They found out he works out here every day. One bully wonders why someone so strong trains secretly every day. The gray-haired guy tells the other that if they make Big Daddy angry again, they might not escape. He says he can't beat him directly but can at least provoke him. He takes out chains and locks from his backpack and locks all the gym exits. The guy lights a cigarette, walks outside, and throws the cigarette on the ground before leaving. Inside the gym, the main character takes out a portable pool and other stuff from his bag. He blows up the pool with his mouth and fills it with water. He puts a wooden board on the water and lies on it. He marks the water level with a cutter. After getting out, he puts metal balls on the board to match the same water level as his weight. Then he weighs all the metal balls on a scale. The result shows he weighs about 421 kilos, like an elephant. He starts crying because he gained another kg. Then he notices fire spreading in the gym. He wonders how it started burning. He poured all the water from his pool on himself. He starts banging on the doors to break them. He finally breaks through but collapses outside, thinking he's going to die. The whole gym burns down with only rocks left. Suddenly, a hand comes out from the rocks. Miraculously, the main character is now completely skinny. When he looks in a nearby mirror, he's shocked. At first, he thinks this is someone else and asks if they were also trapped in the fire. He grabs the mirror angrily and it breaks, cutting his hand. When he touches his face, he's shocked that he's really handsome and this is really him. He hears police cars and fire trucks coming. He realizes he's completely naked at a fire scene and can't be seen like this. He finds a flag to cover himself. The scene moves to city streets where people are walking. The main character runs past two girls who, instead of getting angry, are amazed and surprised. He passes old ladies dancing on the street who also fall in love with him. A man on a phone call in his car suddenly sees the naked main character running next to his car. He crashes into a tree. He starts crying and says his viewers only want Mad Dog manhwa videos and don't watch his other content. The main character keeps running but gets completely surrounded by girls and women. He wonders if this is the highest level of male attractiveness. The women chase him asking if he's showing youth spirit. Some say he's perverted but really handsome at the same time. They ask for his contact information. The main character feels embarrassed. He remembers his past when students surrounded him, but this feels different yet similar. He planned to sneak home but people keep chasing him. Suddenly he feels very hungry but doesn't know why. The scene moves to the school faculty lounge. A teacher gets a phone call from the main character's parents saying their son is sick. The teacher is shocked and wonders how this is possible. What virus could make someone like the main character sick? He searches biohazard T-virus on Google, wondering if humanity will go extinct. The scene moves to the main character's house. His laptop shows searches for rapid weight loss. He sits on the couch watching an idol show. The performers start dancing and the main character copies every single move they do on TV. He's surprised he can do all the dance moves and his body feels so light. Even compared to the idols, he looks attractive. While looking in the mirror, he wonders if this is really how he looks when he loses weight. He wonders if it's a dream, but the feelings are clear that it's reality. He laughs, feeling relieved that it's real and he's himself. Then his stomach starts rumbling, and he feels very hungry. On the ground are empty fast food and snack packages. He already ate all the food in his house, and this is his 5th meal of the day. The scene opens outside a hospital. Inside, the doctor can't believe the main character looked different yesterday. He points at him and asks if this is really the same person. The main character says yes. The doctor says he feels challenged and orders a full-body checkup including height and CT scan. After 2 hours, the results come out and the doctor is in disbelief. He tells the main character that his blood pressure, cholesterol, and every protein level are all normal. Everything is at the median level. The doctor says if he hadn't seen the main character's medical history himself, he would think he's being tricked. But he has to say the main character is totally healthy. So healthy, it's unreal. The main character asks if this is good or bad. He lost all his weight overnight and keeps craving food. He spent $3,800 on this checkup just to learn he's healthy. The doctor says what does he expect? In 2 hours, the main character has made his 40 years of medical experience useless. Half an hour later, the main character walks on a crossroad thinking his checkup was useless. Ever since the night he was burned, he keeps feeling hungry. He looks at 2 girls but is actually looking at a roll in one girl's hand. He feels so hungry like there's a black hole in his stomach. As he keeps walking, he notices food in every person's hands. He feels hungrier and hungrier. The hunger gets so bad he starts running and drooling from his mouth. He thinks he's so hungry his stomach is eating itself. If this continues, he might lose his mind and become a cannibal. To stop his hunger, the main character went to BFC restaurant. The girl asked him what he would like to order. The main character slammed his hand on the counter and said to give him all the food the store has and double the servings for each item. Then he went to a different store and asked them to give him whatever food they have in their store. He moved to another store where he ate all the food, then went to a different store where he also ate all their food. Finally, he arrived at his home. He was full and had also collected as much food as he could for later. Then the main character remembered his past when he was eating a burger. He asked his parents what it was and said it tasted so good. His mother replied that as long as he was happy, it was fine. The main character's father stood up and came near to him. He said the main character had to remember its name. It's called junk food. In the present, the main character started crying, saying that he hadn't eaten junk food ever since that day. In order to lose weight, he ate only vegan food for 10 years. He kept crying, saying that he missed his junk food so much. After some time, the main character was sitting and wondering. He was full right now and had stored more food for later. Based on his appetite from earlier, he probably had enough food to last a few days, but it was barely enough to last a single day. Feeling sad, the main character poured Chinese medicine for weight loss and grabbed the jar. He thought that when he was fat, he was too afraid to eat anything. Now that he's skinny, his appetite has increased nearly 20 times. The only way was to use some unproven Chinese medicine and hope it would relieve his hunger. As he held the jar for too long, it became too hot. Suddenly, the jar slipped from his hands, making all the liquid fall on himself. He was shocked that he only let go of the jar because he heard water boiling. After getting soaked, he realized he didn't feel any heat. What was even weirder was that the jar was not on the stove, so how did the water boil? As he looked at his hand, he took his body temperature to check. When he touched the thermometer, it exploded. Then he grabbed a barbecue thermometer. He was really shocked to see his body temperature, which was 230 degrees Celsius. After that, the main character took 3 days off to run tests on his body and discovered 3 major changes. His height shrank from 220 centimeters to 187 centimeters, and his weight dropped from 480 kilograms to 62 kg. His appetite became 20 times larger, and his basal metabolic rate skyrocketed. After eating, his hands turned scorching hot, rapidly burning calories. If he didn't eat, extreme hunger kicked in, and his hands continued heating up uncontrollably. His body had also become completely immune to heat. Then he got a notification on his mobile phone about very high maintenance costs. After a week, the main character finally went to his school. 2 guys were having a conversation about Big Daddy, then they suddenly got surprised after seeing something. One guy was sad, thinking that Big Daddy hadn't come to school yet. But he got surprised after seeing that everyone on the balcony was looking at a slim and handsome person. The main character thought that this is what happens when a person becomes good-looking. All the women are attracted and men are amazed. Unfortunately, they asked the main character who he was. In the end, nobody recognized him. The main character got frustrated, thinking that he just wanted to die. He felt defeated because when you want to show off after losing weight, but nobody notices, it hurts. Then someone called out, saying, "Wait, are you?" As he turned around, it was a girl. She said, "Could it be you are the guy from my dream last night?" After hearing that, he got frustrated and said he was Big Daddy Shin Tian. This shocked everyone. They didn't believe him, so he started telling them all the things they had faced in the past, about getting bullied and one guy getting ganged up on by 17 men. Then he told all the other students their secrets. After that, they believed him and said it was really Big Daddy Shin Tian. All the girls fell in love with the main character because he had become so handsome. The girls started calling him Daddy. The other boys started crying, saying that all the girls were gone now.